Shalom everyone, Joshua here, and on today's mission, got this 2008 Nissan Armada little window regulator and motor replacement to do on the driver's door. So it appears straight out of the gate. Got a panel here, little panel here. Needs to be finding out what be behind there, peeps. And let's see, anything down below? Anything on the side? Nah, doesn't appear so. All right, I'm gonna start here and here. I'll get back with y'all directly. All right, peeps, so you got the little cover off and remove that little bugger right there. Yeah, that cover off, remove those two buggers right there. Well, you remove the cover that's behind that handle. Bada bing, bada boom. Once that is out, by holding this handle out, it will expose that one. Remove that. Go around, do all the poppies, and poop, 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 poop. There you go. I think that was one last pop up there, maybe. And maybe one over here. Oh, I heard it. All right, well, I need two hands to do the rest. And so I'll update y'all if there's anything significant, but really it's just pop the panel off and then slide it up. And then, of course, disconnect all the hooby-doos behind there. Light down there if you have it. Disconnect that switch, set of switches, and yada yada. And all right, catch y'all soon. Well, quick tip, peeps, when you're trying to get this panel off, pop that little light out before you start finagling it and all that. So pop this out from below and it goes pacoop like that, pacoop, and then drops out, and it's much easier to disconnect. This just clips into the plastic retainer here, and of course the ball goes in its slot. This one, same thing, clips in here, that goes in its slot. And you've got pretty traditional bush style clips. Little tight, but you can get them. Same with all of that. And then this is what you see. All right, let's go. I am going to grab a knife or something. I don't know. But I'll show y'all what I encounter in a few. Well, as I'm sure most of y'all are already aware, no matter what you do to try and remove that little cover there, it's always going to tear. Just get it out of there. All right, in this case, you do have to pull the speaker mount to get all of that undone, but here you go. Try and get that sunlight out of here. So what we have to do next, peeps, is actually roll the window down so that way you can get this side mount off, which looks like that. To bring that down there, the motor is here. All right, you got bracket bolt there, bracket bolt there. Now be mindful, these have those fancy little slots, so you can always put that 10 mil bolt, get it started, and then just drop it in. Same over here on that side of the shenanigans. And of course, a bolt down there. All right. Don't want to unplug this yet. All right. So, time to get the window down. What I need to do is pop the control panel out, plug it back up, and go from there. Catch y'all shortly. All right, peeps. These are just simply retained by this little metal clip, and you see that little curve bit there. So on the back side of the door panel, just give it a pop up with your thumb in this region and you can get that out. All right, now go turn the key to the on position. No need to start the engine, because all we're trying to do is, remember, we're trying to get that for this side down to the hole. All right, boom. Oh, way too far, peeps. You hear that? Oh, it went goofball. Sounds like some strippy. All right, can I push it up at least? Ugh. Oh, got it. Little love there. Come on, give it some lovin's. Got my arm in there, helping assist it up a little bit. Oh no, the shenanigans. All right, well, I'm going to need 2 hands to accomplish this task. I'll return. And just like that, with a little assistance, it went on up to the right spot. So there you go, that's what that looks like. It is a little offset. That's funny. Way to go, Nissan. And bada bing, bada boom. So, once that business is done, then you gotta put the window back up, put some tape over it to hold it in place, peeps. And then you can remove all the rest of the shenanigans. All right, I'll show you all that here directly. I don't actually recommend using like duct tape, but hey, it's all we had in the moment, and it's gonna hold the window up. Hopefully, it's super old tape. Yeah, kind of nervous about this one. Let's find out what actually happened. Woo! Well, that's all free now. So as you can see, boom, boom. Same thing over there, but it's just behind this metal. Can't see it. And, oh yeah. Can turn the vehicle back off for the moment. And now it is time to remove boom, boom, booda boom, 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 boom. Let's go. So you've disconnected all the bolts, unplugged the socket there. Got these boop, loosened up. That will drop through there. And I have it down here at the bottom. Boop, boop, boom. And then all of this nonsense is supposed to somehow finagle up out of there. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to that part of it, and I'll be back when I figure out how that nonsense is done. So basically it all just folds over as such, and then you can kind of just like do the wiggles. Definitely a like two-handed type operation typically, but then again, sometimes not. All right, time for the new component, and just gonna try and get it in somewhat of a position here. Boom, a little bit of that action. I don't know, maybe it'll flip around or something. I don't know, peeps. Let's find out. Yeah, you know, first of all, let me remember to go ahead and put the little bolts in there. Okay, remember those, because those will slot in there, and make all of this so much easier. Don't forget your bolts, peeps. Oh wow, that's actually still in there, kind of snug. Little I'll be shenanigans. Yeah, it's still able to ratchet. That was a little snug. What about this one? Per much. So remember, peeps, you got to put these bolts in before you go sliding the new mechanism in. So that way, they be slotting right there and right there. So now come up here, make sure you have the correct side, which happens to be right there for this one. And now obviously the cable section was not exposed earlier, So obviously that is not the correct side. And of course, it needs to be on the up. Haha, it needs to be on the up and up. So this is the up side. See? Because you can tell by that little slot. Because that's where the window slot's in, right? Remember? Alright, so this is the upside, peeps. Because remember, they're going to slot in there, in there. Time to do the business. Now, what kind of shenanigans shall follow? If I can even remotely get this all compact together as such. Come in here. Ooh. Oh, get in there, socket. Got the socket in there. That's all gonna slide in like that. This is gonna like fling up and do its thing. Let's see if I can, come on, silly goose. All right. Well, it wants to get up there, peeps. You can see it, wee. Maybe if I go ahead and stand this up as well, that'll make all the difference in the world. Make sure your socket. All right, yeah, here's an important part, peeps. Don't let your socket stay back there like that, because that one's actually super long. You could even plug it in, and then your window would like bind up and do all sorts of the not good. And so make sure that socket is not all up in there. What are you holding up on? Bananas, peeps, bananas. Did the tight fit in there? Okay. But eventually, I see this decided to come through like that. That's not cool. Not cool, see that? So obviously don't allow that to happen on you, because that'll bind you up for a minute. All right, there. Now it's all loose again. Now we'll take that and do that. So that will actually still lay down in there, no biggie. Now let's see what kind of a biggie it is to fit this thing in here. Alright, and just like that, it's hookerated. Now just got to be bolting it up there, boom, boom. Do that. You know, that one's low, but you got enough room in there. I might be able to get my hand in there and still be able to set the window without rolling it up, but whatever, I'll figure that out in a minute. Let me get all this stuff buttoned up. All right, so everything's reassembled, all the bolts are tight, sockets plugged back in, plugged in here so that this wire doesn't just willy-nilly dangle everywhere and get caught up in something. So boom, all of it's tight, right? All right, come back over here, peeps. Whoop, whoop. Back to the on position. And now take the switch and see if you have alignment going on. And wow, that sounds great. See how that does though? See that? And as a matter of fact, the automatic works. All right. I actually do want to address that, because over time that could just wear, and who knows. So I'm probably gonna figure out some way to secure this down a little bit better. Anyway, be leery of that. But yeah, we're here to check alignment. All right, seems to be, oh. All right, I gotta look in back behind here, way up in there. You're just not even gonna be able to see any of them shenanigans. But yeah, just get your alignment set, and you could actually go ahead and set the one bolt over here always. And then that way you can take your tape off, and then bring the window down, set the other bolt. I'm gonna get that knocked out, be back in a minute. Everything's lined up, got that one bolt in. All right, I was able to get it all finagled in there. Now you can take off all of lay tape as such. Probably gonna have to use a little Gooby Gone or something to clean up the paint, but whatever. The window's getting repaired. That's what matters, peeps. All right, well, I still have the power cut on. Let's go ahead and do the business. Will it go down? Wee-hoo, look at that, wee-hoo. And right about there, will do. Get that bolt in there and peeps, put it back together. Bam, all the shenanigans. It's done. Motor sounds great. Regulator sounds great. Well pleased with this operation. Came from carparts.com. Look them up. Oh wait, Nissan Armada. It's gonna be the same for the Titan, peeps. All right, put it back together in reverse order, and then say Toda Rabba Abba for helping me get through a project and saving me fiat currency. Give all glory to the Lord God in the mighty name of Yehoshua, and he shall provide for you. I'm out of here. Take your skills, help your family, friends, neighbors, strangers solve their problems. It's called Love Thy Neighbors. Shalom. Here's my little tip. If you encounter that socket wire that's a little bit long and it seems to want to dangle into the window mechanism there, so I just secured a little zip tie around there, gave it a little trim there, and of course, you know, didn't go all super grippy tight with it, but just enough to hold it in place. And I'm also using these cables to keep it out this direction, and it's not binding these up by any means for the door latch cables. All right, that's my little pro tip, peeps. I'm out of here. Shalom. And yes, of course, peeps, after you get it all put back together, make sure the light's working down below, yada yada, go ahead and give it another go. Woo. Automatic. Ooh, automatic. Whoop. Just like that. Done is done.